hi Facebook Live. I was literally saying cock as it went on live. So hi everyone, happy Saturday. I haven't done a live video in so long. I am bright red and sweaty right now. I just finished working out. Allie, what's up, girl? You guys, I might have to like chug water, superfoods, and my crack simultaneously. So I have notes in front of me because I'm really excited. Haven't slept a lot. Have some super exciting things to share with you guys, and I have notes in front of me. I think I just said that twice so that I don't forget what I'm talking about. So I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about my story of what's been going on in my past and recently. I know a lot of you guys already know my story, but I feel like maybe you need to hear it again. Maybe you'll get something different from it this time. And then I'm going to tell you guys a little quick teaching on how to stop cock blocking yourself from your desires and manifest all that you want the rest of 2018. I need to take a sip of water real quick. 1 second. I got the gangster rap on. I think I drank too much pre-workout because I feel like I want to run around naked in LA. All right, so let me pay attention. So basically, guys, if you don't know my story, I've been through a lot of shit in my life. A lot of shit. I have cock blocked myself, so to speak, from manifesting my desires time and time and time again. I had a really, really rough time in middle school and high school and was made fun of. Basically, like, gained 60 pounds. My friends that were my friends stopped being my friends, started making fun of me. So that led me to like a lot of anger. I have to go turn this music down because it's distracting. Okay, sorry about that. I usually never get up in the middle of a live, but I'm too ADD right now to have loud music. I just finished working out, so I was like jamming. All right, so yeah, so all of that led me to a lot of anger in my life. And it led me to start literally like drinking and smoking cigarettes at a super young age, doing like promiscuous stuff, whatever you want to call it, with boys, and like sneaking out of my house. I was like basically an asshole to my parents and my friends, and like I was just not a happy person. And I kind of continued that cycle over and over and over again from the age of about 13 to, I would say, around my senior year of college is when I first started quitting my addiction, so to speak. So like 8 years or so. So basically I kept like trying to lose the weight because I felt like awful about myself. I kept trying to quit smoking cigarettes. I kept trying to just do things that I knew weren't good for me, but I continued to do them because I didn't love myself enough. So with the law of attraction, like we keep manifesting more of what we are, right? So I kept manifesting like bad shit in my life. I basically got divorced at a really young age. I feel like I've just been through so many things. Like I feel like not all of it's even coming through right now because I'm just like excited and on cloud 9. But yeah, like even after I lost 60 pounds, I had eating disorders. I used to have panic attacks. And then what really changed my life, I started this online coaching business back in 2013, and it started leading me to learning about personal development. And that really helped me to change my mindset because I was always a very negative person. I never believed in myself. I never believed that like I could have more than what was in my current reality. And that's actually one of the steps to stop cock blocking yourself from your desires is you have to believe that you're worthy. If you don't believe that you're worthy, you're gonna mess it up every time. And please say hi, by the way, if you're on live. I'm trying to breathe right now because I'm like really excited. I wanna make sure that it's working. So yeah, I kept blocking myself because I didn't feel worthy. And finally, I lost 60 pounds, okay, I already said all that. Hang on, I'm losing myself. This is what happens when you've had too much pre-workout and haven't slept enough. And I'm just real, guys. So yeah, starting my coaching business, I was saying, led me to starting my personal development journey. And that's really what changed my mindset and helped me change everything around because our whole life is controlled by our mindset. Because whatever we're thinking about, we're going to continue to manifest over and over and over again. But then my life really changed. My friend Rick, I was talking to him the other night, and he had met me, I guess like back in 2015. And he's like, Jess, I remember you telling me back then that you felt like who you were on social media, wasn't who you really were in real life. And that would be 100% true because I cared so much about what other people thought of me. I was trying to fit myself into this religious conservative box. And I still love God. I still love Jesus, but now I also love crystals, and I also love oracle cards and all these other things, right? I don't feel personally like you can put God into a box. But what really changed me, Steve says, positive thinking equals positive action equals positive results. Yes, exactly. So I moved to Hawaii 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago now. And if you've ever been to Hawaii, you'll know that like it's very normal for people there to have a lot of tattoos and just like totally be themselves. And like, so I grew up in South Carolina. South Carolina is a very conservative place. And I personally never felt like I was conservative. Like I like to cuss. I am not like a Southern belle, so to speak. Like I just don't enjoy going to super fancy restaurants and trying to be prim and proper. That's just not me. So where I grew up, like you would be called like a hoochie mama, is what they used to call it back in the day, if you were like wearing short shorts or whatever. So I feel like I just was traumatized from that. And the point I'm making is when I moved to Hawaii, you go to the beach and people don't give a fuck. Like they have like thong bikinis on and that's like normal there. People have tattoos everywhere and that's normal there. And Hawaii is like one of the most spiritual places on earth. Sorry, a text just came up. Mary, I love you. So when I moved to Hawaii, it really helped me take myself out of the box that I was trying to put myself in and be open, which is another step on how to stop clock blocking yourself, which I'll talk about more in a minute, to who I really was. I stopped being so afraid of what other people were going to think of me. And I started getting invited to like all these like sound healing ceremonies and crystal, like events where they sold crystals and essential oils and stuff like that. And I just like started my major healing process then. Like all of these like spiritual woo-woo things that I love. Yes, God and Jesus and the church has like helped heal me, but all these other things as well has been very much a path of self-healing and self-love. And what does that have to do with manifesting? All of the things that I just told you guys. So you don't have to struggle. When you're thinking of your struggle, you're going to attract more struggle because that's how the law of attraction works. And believe me, I know it's not easy to stop thinking about what you're scared about. I've been through some stuff recently in my life. I live in California now, in LA. And, you know, I just spent the year living in Bali and Australia. I moved here over the summer. And my life is really wonderful. But there's still some things I've been going through that I've been trying to control that have been scaring me. So I kept attracting more situations like that because I was living in the scarcity mindset and being fearful about things that hadn't even happened yet, but I was focusing on them. So when you focus on, oh my God, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? You're going to keep attracting more to match up with that. So let me look at my notes because I feel like I'm going all over the place. I feel better now that I turn the music down. All right. So one of the first things, like I just mentioned a second ago, is you have to be open. You can't be so attached to having a particular thing be in a particular way. Now, what do I mean by that? So, and I hope my story made sense. I feel like I'm normally a lot better at telling it, but like I said, I'm like, haven't slept a lot and I'm super excited and feel like I'm drunk right now because of this pre-workout. So the reason I told you the story is so that you know that whatever struggle you go through, you can have anything that you want and you just have to start focusing on the good. And what I forgot to say is that this is the most ADD live I've ever done in my life, is that, but I don't like to like follow too many notes because then I'm not like natural enough. So I've kind of been a rock bottom in my life in some areas recently, which I'll share about with you guys soon. And I could have easily given up. And why is someone calling me? I hope I'm still on live. Okay. So there were many days I wanted to give up, but I was just like, no, I know that I can create whatever I want. There's just some practices that I need to put in place so that I can start manifesting what I want. So the first thing for me recently was really letting go of the control and the attachment of it having to be a certain way, like I was saying. That's the first step on how to stop clock blocking yourself from your desires and manifest what you want. So let's look at money or business or relationships. We'll take one at a time. So if you're trying to attract a certain amount of money, Believe it or not, it doesn't have to be from your job, your business, whatever. If you align with the energy of having that amount of money, oh, there's comments coming in on Instagram. I'm double streaming, so I'm like looking in two places. Hey. Preach, girl. Thanks, girl. All right, so I manifested $13,000 a few months ago, like in July, August, I think it was. Didn't come from my business. It came from a 401k that I forgot that I had from when I worked in corporate, which was 6 years ago almost that I quit my corporate job when I was 25. It's so weird, but like I was like focused on a specific amount manifesting, and I kept believing that somehow, some way it was going to come in. I didn't know how it was going to come in. I didn't know if it was all going to come in through my business. I didn't know what was going to happen, but I kept believing until the last minute. And then my mom texted me and she's like, Jess, don't you have a 401k? And I was like, yeah, but I probably only have like $300 in it. And okay, this is like how, what's the word? Unorganized I am with certain things. I didn't even know the freaking bank that my 401k was through. Because when I quit corporate, I kind of just like was like, whatever, I'm out of here and I'm done. So one of my friends suggested to me, well, Jess, a lot of 401ks are through the company Fidelity. So I was like, okay. So I Googled Fidelity and I had an account and I logged in and it said I had $13,000. That easy. Alicia, hi, I was just talking about you. So that money, I didn't know how it was going to come in, but I knew that somehow, some way it was going to come, and $13,000 right there. Wasn't through my business. No one gave it to me. It was from a 401k I forgot I had. I love you, Alicia. So that would be the first step. There was another thing that I mentioned earlier that I don't remember what it was. Oh, it was worthiness. I'm looking at my notes. So like I mentioned, the reason I told you guys my story too is so that you would know that even though you see me living this life I live now and like all that I've been able to manifest into my life, I've had struggle after struggle after struggle, and I still struggle. So that's why I told you guys that story. And I struggle with worthiness every single day. Every single day. I might show up and look confident. I mean, I do talk about my struggles when I have them so that you guys know that I'm real and know what I'm going through. But I struggle with it every day. When you have been through traumatic stuff, I feel like I might cry. I don't know why. But when you have been through traumatic experiences in your life, like I didn't even tell you guys all the things that I've been through. That was just like when I was younger. I've had so many people that have hurt me, so many relationships that ended, like so many people that have backstabbed me, so many horrible things that have made me feel like I'm not worthy. Give me some hearts if you can relate. Give me some hearts if some people have stabbed you in the back, you've been hurt, you feel unworthy sometimes. I need to take a sip of water. Excuse me. Hang on, guys. Maybe you can hear my Cardi B in the background. Thanks for all the hearts, friends. I have to hydrate. I did a 15-minute HIIT workout. I jumped like higher than I ever had in my whole entire life, thanks to this like literal crack. And it felt so good. So yeah, there's a lot that I've been through that's made me feel unworthy. But self-healing through the spiritual practices that I do, that you guys see me post about all the time, meditation, journaling, using my oracle cards, using crystals, exercise is like the biggest thing for me. Eating proper foods, those are the things that help me heal and help me feel more worthy and confident. So like, what do I mean by that exactly? So, oh, I forgot personal development. That's like one of the most important ones. So I am more consistent, excuse me, now than ever with my food, with my fitness, with my meditation, with every area of my life, because I stopped doing it because I felt like I had to, or with fitness and food, for example, I stopped doing it to weigh a certain number or be a certain size, and I started doing it for my mental health. Like I just did an Insta story about this earlier. I have not worked out since Monday because I was intentionally taking a little bit of a break because sometimes I can get too obsessive about food and fitness since I have had eating disorders in the past. And it felt really good to rest. But I had to work out this morning because I was like, okay, mentally, I have to do this right now because it makes me feel better. There is nothing else that gives you the same endorphins, that working out gives you. And especially if you do a workout that you feel like is challenging, that gives you confidence as well. And when it comes to food, I'm going to do a post about this probably tomorrow, but literally the food that you eat, everything is vibration, guys, which essentially is energy. Everything is vibing at a different level. So something that's low vibrational would be a cheeseburger, for example. I ate burgers and fries the other night. I'm not judging. But I don't eat stuff like that often because it's a lower vibration. Think about how you feel after you eat it, right? You don't really feel that great. But think about if you drink a green juice. I'm like obsessed with green juice. Or if you eat a smoothie bowl or like a salad or like smoothies, you feel amazing. That's because vegetables, fruits, lean proteins, complex carbs that are like not packaged food like oatmeal or sweet potatoes, avocado, stuff like that. Those foods all have a very high vibration. You literally are what you eat. Food can affect your anxiety levels, your confidence levels, your mindset, everything. So those are why I do the things I do every day. I meditate almost every single day. But meditation doesn't have to be sitting here like this all day, every day. You can do walking meditations. Your workout can be your meditations. You can take a bath, whatever you want to do. There's something else I was going to say. Oh, personal development is one of the biggest things for me. I'm constantly learning every single day, and that makes me more confident. And the last thing that I would say about feeling more worthy and gaining your confidence, it's a practice. You have to work on it every single day, just like you do. I don't work out every single day, but just like you would with practicing workouts or practicing food. And you have to practice constantly getting out of your comfort zone and doing things that scare you, because that's where the magic happens. The magic happens not here in your comfort zone, but over here where you're so scared to go because you're afraid of what's going to happen. Thank you for the hearts. Or you're afraid of letting go, or you're afraid of failing, or maybe you're even afraid of success. But you guys, I don't know if you saw this. Rebecca says, comfort zone, what's that? Amen. I just posted the launch of a new business last night, Law of Attraction Coaching and my manifesting course. I had been really scared to do that for a really long time for many different reasons that I won't talk about today because that's a whole other topic. But when I took that leap and did it, I've been more excited the last few days than I think I have ever in my life. And I've been through some dark shit the last couple years, guys, especially the last year and a half. I post about it all the time and try to be open about it, again, so you guys know that I'm real. My life isn't just rainbows, unicorns, and butterflies, but I make a choice each day to still stay happy through the darkness. And the point that I was trying to make is, like, I've struggled with depression. I've struggled with anxiety off and on the last few years. And now I feel so happy and so much better that I moved past that comfort zone. I moved towards what scared me. So there's a lot more steps to manifesting. I won't talk about them all today. If you want to know more, you can talk to me about my course. I'm going to talk more about that in a minute. But just as a review, oh, I deleted my notes. Oh my God. Oh, thank you, Rick. Rick, you should have seen me when I first got on. I literally just finished my HIIT workout and I was like drinking more pre-workout and I was like cracked out and my music was too loud and I was a mess. But I'm more grounded now, so you came on at a good time. So what we talked about is worthiness, and we talked about not being attached to your manifestation coming in a certain way. So those are the 2 steps that you can start working towards today to start manifesting what you want and stop cog blocking yourself from your desires. The big thing really is the detaching from how it has to come in. I told you guys the money story of how I manifested $13,000 a few months ago from a 401k I forgot that I had. And yeah, it's just like letting go and having the faith. I know that's the hardest thing for me because I'm a control freak and I want to know everything that's going to happen. But whether you believe in God, whether you don't believe in God, whether you believe in angels, universe, whatever, there is a higher power out there. I don't think any of us can doubt that. So what I would encourage you guys to do is just start doing one of the things that I talked about today. If you want to start changing your life, start with a meditation practice. I have a playlist of meditations. When I started meditating, I listened to guided meditations. Oh, snap. I wish the music was louder. So I have a whole entire playlist of meditations. I'm going to link it up in the comments. Personally, I would start out with ones that are shorter. There's some that are longer on there, but there's also some that are like 5 minutes. So I linked that up in the comments on Facebook. If you're on Instagram, just private message me and I'll send it to you. So start out with a meditation. Start out with just reading 5 pages of a book each day or listening to a podcast. Some of my favorite podcasts would be Lewis Howes, Amanda Bucci, my friend Taylor Simpson. Amanda Francis just launched a podcast. So that's something that you can do as well. What else did I talk about? I talked about working out. You guys know I'm the queen of workouts, but I'm also the queen of listening to your body and not being obsessive. So you can always reach out to me if you want a free trial with our workouts that we have. But even if you don't want to do our workouts, you can just start walking. Walk 5 minutes a day. Just start with something, right? What else did I talk about? I talked about food. So when it comes to food, you don't have to change everything right now. Like I've always been a very all or nothing person. So I'm like this is when I had eating disorders because I did all of these restrictive diets. Excuse me. And I'm not knocking restrictive diets because everyone needs something different. Some people that works for. For me, it gave me eating disorders every time I tried to do paleo or I was vegan for a while or whatever. So when I first originally lost 60 pounds, it's because I just started making small changes every single day. I started adding a fruit or a vegetable to each meal. I started drinking more water. I started eating less of the shitty food that I was eating because this was back in college and I worked in food and beverage and was a bartender and a server. So I just started eating a little bit less of the shitty stuff, drinking a little bit less alcohol. So like you don't have to cut things out from your life that you love. I eat chocolate pretty much every single day. I drink when I want to drink. I don't really like to drink anymore because it doesn't make me feel good. But you can do it all in small incremental changes. And if all of what I said just overwhelmed the shit out of you, then don't listen to it. Or just pick one of those things, because that's what I was going to say. The next thing is that you don't have to add all of these things in at one time. That's what overwhelms you. That's what causes people to stop. And that's why people quit on their wellness journeys. That's why people quit on their businesses. They quit because it gets hard or overwhelming. They don't know what to do because they do too much at one time. So add one new habit in every day for a week. And then if you feel good about that habit, add the next one in the next week. And one thing that you can do, which I really like to do, is you can couple it with a habit that you already have every day. So everyone probably gets up and pees first thing in the morning or drinks water or whatever. So make that be your cue. Okay, it's time to meditate. Okay, it's time to do a workout, whatever it is. All right, so let's see. I'm just looking at my notes and seeing if there's anything else. That was it. So now I want to tell you guys real quickly. I'm just pulling up something else that I forgot to pull up, some notes. So if anything that I said resonated with you and you want to learn more about manifesting, how to stop clock blocking yourself from your desires, and you need some accountability and a coach, because like my good friend Rick told me the other day, we don't need coaches to, okay, an example. I'm wording this wrong. Tiger Woods does not need a coach, but he has one, because the coach can tell him where his blind spots are. Tiger Woods can't see his own blind spots when he's golfing because he's in his body. So that's what coaches do. That's what I do working with the people that I work with, is I help them move past their blocks and move past what's stopping them and help them see what it is that they can't see. That's something that my friend Rick that I'm talking about has helped me a lot with lately. Like, he's really good at marketing and he's really good at strategizing. And, you know, he's helped me realize some blind spots that I had and things that I can improve so that I can reach and help more people. So with that being said, if you didn't see my post yesterday about the Black Friday through Sunday specials, basically I have similar offerings as to what I already do. But like I told you guys, I just launched my new business and I now have some new offerings as well. So the first option is we have our Spiritual Wellness Bootcamp on sale for $20 off. And you also get my manifesting course for completely free this month only as my gift to you. And basically what that is you can join either with a workout option or without a workout option. We do have a virtual yoga studio if you join with the workout option. And we teach you our intuitive eating program, because I'm not just like a basic fitness coach. I'm not knocking basic fitness coaches. I love fitness coaches. Like, fitness is part of what I've been doing for a long time. It will always be a part of me. But if you've struggled with being on diets constantly over and over in your life, and you just want to have more freedom and not have to follow restrictive plans and do crazy workouts that you hate, then this is for you. And in our wellness boot camp, it's called Woo Woo Wellness Boot Camp. Sorry if I'm not looking at each of you guys. I'm still double streaming. I'm doing live oracle readings every day to give you guidance for the day. And we're also giving you self-love, mindset, and manifesting practices, moon rituals, and all of those things. So this is different than any other wellness boot camp out there. Excuse me. So that's one option. My manifesting course that I had out over the summer is back, and it's on sale for 40% off of the new pricing. And then I also have my new Law of Attraction and Spiritual Coaching package that I'm launching at 40% off of what the normal pricing will be. So the reason why I launched these things is because it's been on my heart for a couple of years, and I finally got clarity and finally uncock-blocked myself and was like, I'm going to do this. There's so many people that I want to help, and I feel like I can expand and help more people having more offerings. One second. Because, like I've shared with you guys, my life has changed so much. I kind of told you my story at the beginning of what my life used to look like. I didn't really tell you all the details of now, but if you look at my social media, like, you can see the life I've been able to manifest. I've been able to live all over the world, in Hawaii, Bali, Australia. I'm now in Hawaii, and I'm just a small town girl from South Carolina, okay? Like, I never planned on even leaving the East Coast when I was younger. And I've been able to create financial freedom for myself. I've paid off on my debt before. I have debt again right now by choice, but it's no big deal because I know that it will be gone soon. And like, I just get to travel and do what I love every day. And I've gone from that anxiety-filled, junk food eating, dancing on the bars kind of girl to being like, I refuse to settle. I'm staying single until I find the right person, to like, I get drunk off a pre-workout and drink green juice and dance down the streets of LA with my friends. Like, my whole life has changed. So basically, why is there stuff in my throat? I want to tell you guys, if you're thinking about any of these offerings, this is for you if you are stuck in life and you're struggling with moving past your blocks and limiting beliefs. This is also for you if you're looking for clarity on what to do in your career, your relationships, etc. If you're looking to take your life to the next level and you need that extra accountability, because like I said, coaches show you your blind spots. They show you your blocks and what you can't see on your own. This is also for you if you're an empath. Maybe you don't even know what an empath is, but maybe you're super sensitive. You just started your spiritual awakening. Maybe you don't know what that is. But basically, all of a sudden you feel lost. You feel confused because your job, people, and places don't resonate with you anymore. And this is also for you if you want to learn more about how you can manifest all your desires, whether that's your dream body, your career, your relationship, money, whatever it is, into reality with fun and ease, because it doesn't have to be hard. So if any of those things resonated with you, I would love to help you. My purpose was not to get on and try to sell you anything, but just to let you know that I'm here to help you. That's why I'm passionate about what I have to offer, because I am confident that this can transform your life. And I want to help people get unstuck. I'm passionate about helping people get unstuck and get what they want in life and believe in yourself, because I never believed in myself. I can't even believe that the life I live now is the life that I live, because I never thought any of these things were possible. And it's not about the money. It's not about the whatever. Like, it's just about being happy and living out your dreams and having all your desires, because God wants you to have all those desires that are on your heart. So if any of those things resonated with you, you can emoji below, or you can also reach out to me personally. The sale is only going on through Sunday night, and I would be honored to help you if it resonates with you. Let me read the comments. Rihanna mentioned coaches. Amen. Thanks, Rick. Have you ever listened to Graham Cook with meditation? He's one of my favorite. I haven't, but that sounds good. Does anybody have any questions? I can stay on for a couple of minutes. It can be, if you have any questions about my offerings, the sale, manifesting, anything that I talked about. You guys, I know there's tons of Black Friday sales going on right now. Well, it's not Friday anymore, but usually they go on through the weekend, you know, through Cyber Monday. So I know there's lots of things that you could spend your money on. Like you could go get a new TV, you could get a new purse, new shoes. And I don't think any of those things are bad. But the way I think of it is when you invest in yourself, I'm trying to think of too many things. You can get a 10x investment, or a 10x return is what I'm trying to say, on your investment. You guys, I spent tens of thousands of dollars, maybe even hundreds of thousands of dollars since I've become a coach on investing in myself. I pay, like, at the beginning of this year, I spent almost $8,000, I want to say, buying a money manifesting course and coaching packages with my life coach and healer, Claire Kelly. Shout out to Claire. I'm going to tag Claire in this post because I love her. And if you guys need any healing, you can go to Claire. She's amazing. She's in Peru right now doing ayahuasca. I'm going to tag Rick. He's in the comments. You guys should follow Rick. He has this awesome company that he's launching soon. Rick, I don't know if I can talk about it. If I can, tell me in the comments and I'll talk about it. So yeah, like guys, I spent so much money investing in myself, but I've made over $500,000 in my business because I invested in myself before I had the money to. Like when I was a brand new coach, I had a corporate job and I had a master's degree, but I worked in education. It was like a for-profit college. So if you know education, you know you don't make very much money. So when I started, I didn't have the extra money, but I invested in a social media 6-month training that cost me $3,000, I want to say, with Sandy Krakowski, who I'm going to shout out here too. If you need to know more about social media and business. I didn't even know when I joined my business, I didn't even know if it would ever work. But I like started really believing that it would work, and God kept planting these desires on my heart. So I took the risk and I spent the $3,000 or whatever it was on the course with Sandy Krakowski on how to build social media. I didn't know how to use social media. I had Facebook and I like barely posted on it. If I would have never taken that social media course, I can't even imagine where my life would be now, because like 99% of my business has been built through social media. Literally, it's insane. So the point that I'm trying to make is that you have to do it when you don't feel ready to. I didn't have that $3,000, but I found a way to get it, because when you want something bad enough, you will find a way to make it happen. So when you invest in yourself, you get that back tenfold. So why buy the TV? I don't know about you guys. I love Netflix. Don't get me wrong. I have a smart TV. This is the first time I've had a TV since 2012. I love Netflix. But when I sit and watch Charmed or Christmas movies, that's not going to help me. Like, it does help you recharge and whatever, but like, it's not going to help me to invest in buying a new TV. It's not going to make me any more money, is the point that I'm trying to make. Let me read the comments. Yes, she is awesome. Rick says you can totally talk about it. Rick says it's better to spend money on your personal growth than a new gadget that you'll end up throwing away. Exactly. All right, so Rick is starting this new company. Rick, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's called Orgasmic Coffee. Did I get it right? So like all of his tags, or not tags, like marketing is going to be around just like funny, hilarious things around sex. So Rick, maybe you can type a couple in the chat box to refresh my memory, since I'm sleep deprived right now. But this idea is genius. And basically what it is, I think they're called K-cups. I know it's like for a Keurig, the little cups that you like do the thing and it makes the cup of coffee. I don't have one of those, so I don't know how exactly to explain it. But he is taking like luxury coffee, I think is how he described it, and putting it into these K-cups that go into the Keurig. Rick, I hope I'm explaining this correctly, so correct me if I'm wrong. But basically, it's going to be like how to get a really, really good latte or espresso or whatever in this little K-cup thing. I don't think you were going to share that business, but yes. Oh, my bad, Rick. My bad. Okay, yeah. So his friend Fanny Myth and I are about to launch a premium coffee brand. All right, yeah. So I think it's awesome because it's like a convenience kind of thing, but you can also get like a luxury coffee, premium coffee in the little K-cup thingy. And it's hilarious. Like they're going to have like shirts and apparel and all this stuff too. Rick, do you want me to talk about something else? Does anyone have questions? Oh, it's almost 12 o'clock. I have to go in a minute. Thanks for staying on, guys, and listening. If you just now got onto the live, you can go back and listen to the replay. And I shared my story and how I've changed my life and all of the tips about how to stop clock blocking yourself and some offerings that I have to help you guys. And I will upload this onto my YouTube channel as well. So I'll make sure to link that up in the comments if you're on Facebook, and if you're watching on Instagram, I will put it on my Insta stories. And I actually need to link that up on my link tree and my profile on Instagram. I've been cox blocked. Does that count? Oh my God. No worries, we're having too much fun. Okay, guys. I think I'm losing all of my fuel right now. I'll stay on for 60 more seconds if anyone has any questions. I need to chug this. Actually, I'll link up my YouTube channel right now on Facebook. Instagram, I'll get you guys in the link in my profile after I get off of here. So I haven't done a live in a while, but I used to do them once a week, and that's my plan to start doing them again. But basically, I do, if you look at my YouTube channel, you can see tips on mindset, manifesting, self-love, wellness, spiritual things, and all of that. I love to listen, even though cock blocking isn't quite what I am doing, business blocking. Totally. Well, when I say cock blocking, like, I actually explain this on Insta stories. You can stop cock blocking yourself from like I stopped cock blocking myself not from actual cock or men. Actually, that has been part of it too. That's a long story, but mainly it's been like business stuff. So that's going to apply to every area of life. I'll tell you guys real quick and then I gotta go. I was like, haven't really been dating that much the last year or so by choice, because I've kind of like been living all over the world and doing my own thing and doing my own healing. And then recently I kind of just like was like, okay, I think I'm ready. I think I'm going to stay open to all possibilities. And I don't mean I went out and like got laid or anything like that, because that's not my style. But just be like open. I downloaded some dating apps, which I don't really use very often. But I'm like, well, who knows? Like, I'll get on it when I want to. I'll just have fun with it. I don't really, excuse me, I'm detached again. I'm dying. I don't watch Insta stories. Oh my God, I love you. I love you. Okay, excuse me. I gotta go. Guys, I'm meeting my friend at the coffee shop today to get some work done. Thank you guys all so much for coming on. I will link up the recording soon, and I hope you guys have a great Saturday. Bye.